Hi, I'm Mike Lawson, the M in Team Lawson, welcoming you back to the Team Lawson channel. So, I received a topic from the missus. I think this is a good topic to talk about, but before I get into that topic, don't forget, Gold Club member. I'm still advertising for a good friend of mine. Make sure y'all go on their website, Instagram, at Gold Club member. Get y'all merchandise. He got some nice stuff on there. So anyway, let's get into the story of me going to get this 12-foot Christmas tree that we have sitting in our living room. Yes, 12-foot Christmas tree. So my wife was she's been excited about going to get this Christmas tree for a few weeks now. She kept reminding me about going to get this Christmas tree, which I thought was hilarious. Yes, she's always excited for Christmas. Normally, I am the Grinch or the Scrooge, I've been called, but I've actually been doing good these past 2 years. So, I didn't want to ruin the moment. I just kept my mouth closed and was like, yes, ma'am, we're going to go get this tree. Not knowing that I was going to get a 12-foot tree, because at first she said, 10 foot, maybe I say 7 minimum. I could be wrong on that. Don't quote me on that. But she wanted a nice tree. Oh, she says 9. So anyway, I fire up the old truck, make sure everything running smooth, because I have an old school truck. So, that's one of those trucks you have to fire up and make sure everything is straight before you just take it out, or you'll end up on the side of the road if you're not careful. So anyway, and we will have a video on this coming soon on our adventure going to get the tree. So we make it to the place. It's kind of rainy outside, so I didn't want to let her know I was wet and miserable. You know what I'm saying? I took it like a G. She got to give me credit on that. So we go out there, we were walking, us and the kid. I actually had a good time out there, though. I can't lie about that. I went and did all this before I went to work. So, we go out there, and she found, the tree that she wanted. I'm like, man, this is a big tree. Now, at this place, you have to cut down the tree yourself. So this is where all the fun/trouble began. So they give you these little saws, probably about maybe this big, to cut down a tree. This is my story, so I have to over-exaggerate just a little bit. Saws maybe about this small to cut down this big 12-foot Christmas tree. So my wife says, hey, maybe you should go over there to the guys and ask one of them to help you cut down the Christmas tree. So, my ego and pride got in the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I cut down the last tree, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to cut down this tree. I don't need none of them to help me cut down this tree. So, show you how God works. I go to cut down this, this 12-foot humongous tree. So I cut and I try to push it down. It splits at the bottom. How am I going to explain this to wife that the tree is split at the bottom? So I drag this 12-foot, 100-pound tree. It feels like 100 pounds. I had to switch hands to drag it up a hill to my truck. I have to explain to my wife, hey, the bottom is split. She hops out of the truck like a superhero. I know her nerves was bad, but she was patient with me because I cut down the tree, and it took me almost 30 minutes to cut it down. I can tell her nerves was bad. She was a little upset inside, but she didn't want to ruin her day being mad with me, so she let me slide this time. She said, it's okay. We're just going to have to cut some more off. I can tell she was a little irritated. She was just being nice. So we get it to the people who drills a hole in the bottom of the tree. They look at the bottom split. They start laughing. All I can do is just put my head down in the driver's side. We did not get that on video, so you will not get the satisfaction of seeing my embarrassment. So they drill a hole in this tree. And basically the man was like, okay, cut a little bit off, enough so the tree can drink and the stand can go inside the hole. Make sure you don't butt it all the way in the tree, or the tree won't be able to drink water. So we all knew that I was going to have to cut where the split was, because the split was pretty high in the tree. So we get the tree home. I literally have a saw this size and a saw that's not made for cutting trees to cut this, part of the split off. Cut part of the split off, put tree up. The tree is leaning so bad that it won't stand on the stand. My wife is laughing. I wish I could just turn the camera and you can hear her back there laughing. She had a good laugh at me. She did. So, wife says, "No, sir, this is not going to work." Now her frustration starts to come out. She's not being nice anymore. "Honey, you have to cut this tree again." So I take my saw about this size with dull blade and a mechanical saw that's not made for cutting trees, and it took me 2 hours. I'm being silent because I want you to hear her laughter. She thinks this is funny. It took me 2 hours to cut the bottom of the tree off. Now my frustration kicks in, and she's asking me, "Honey, are you okay?" Now she's being nice to me because I'm cutting this tree. But if I didn't finish cutting that tree, all HE double hockey sticks was going to break loose. So now my frustration kicks in. But I don't want to ruin her day because she's super excited about this tree. So finally we get it cut. I have to take the stand and a big stupid miniature sledgehammer about this size to hammer the stand in. That took me another 15, 20 minutes. So I'm in 2 hours and 15 minutes. Note, I have to go to work that night. I have to leave the house for 4:15. It's going on 2:30. Yeah, covered in tree sap. My arm is breaking out from the pine. So finally, we get the tree up. Now I have to bring it into the house. Wife doesn't want to carry it. She wants me to drag it in the house. She's still laughing. We drag tree in the house. We're standing up. She wants to take one of my bungee cords to make it stand up. Really. It's not going to work. So, anyway, after we finally get the tree standing, she fills it up with water. Water is spewing on the floor. I just don't get it. Anyway, tree's drinking the water. Instantly started drinking the water. Half the water's gone. She puts more in there. And now she's talking about throwing up lights. Ma'am, it is 2:30, almost 3 o'clock. And you want to set up lights? No, we're going to do this tomorrow. So, note to self. Wife sends me a photo of her trying to set the lights up. The lights don't even reach halfway. Now we have to go spend some more money on Christmas lights. So she goes to buy her Christmas lights. I know I'm rambling, just bear with me. She goes to buy Christmas lights. They're two-toned. One is LED and one is plain that she's been using for 15 years. I don't understand. It doesn't say LED on the old package. Why would you go get LED lights? So we take those back, even though she stuffed them in a box. Yes, Walmart, I'm snitching. She stuffed them in the box incorrectly, and you guys took it back. I would have sent her home with them. And she buys some more lights. I must say, the tree came out wonderfully. If she didn't have my assistance, it wouldn't be up. None of the lights or the tree. And I would probably consider the Scrooge again. And probably living alone. Divorce behind the Christmas tree. Yes. She also bought these stockings the same day. Yeah. They haven't been hung up because they keep falling down. I've had enough of this. This is my last year being nice. I'm going back to Scrooge because I feel used slightly. My wife is having a kick out of this, and I am not. But Anyway, I'm done rambling. So, if you have any topics for Team Lawson, anything you would like to talk about or us to talk about and discuss, you can email us at teamlawson225@gmail.com. You can also call our Google number 504-252-0531, or you can follow us on Facebook at Team Lawson, or Instagram, Team Lawson225. Love you guys. God bless you.